It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. It's the morning show here on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Zadora. It's part of the Bob and Bob team.
Bob team. I like that.
He'll be back on Friday. I'll be
Yes.
back on Friday too. So, and Scooter
Whoop, whoop.
Callis is here. We have a
Always.
always. Thank God. Thank God for Scooter Callis. You guys have no idea. You know, you think this just kind of happens, that we just walk in and pop into your living rooms or kitchens, wherever it is we may be, at 7 o'clock in the morning. But that's not the case. There's a lot of stuff goes on in here.
Just come in and start
And he's the
snapping our
guy.
fingers. And,
He's the guy. Get my hand up here so you can see. He's the guy that gets all that done.
I don't know.
I don't think he gets nearly enough credit for the amount of work that he does and organizing everybody and getting the guests set up and making sure that everything is done behind the scenes, that all the graphics are done, that the weather's on the computers when we come in.
Somebody got to do it.
And you're the guy that does it. And I'm saying you should get credit for that. People don't realize all the stuff that goes on behind the scenes of getting
I get it.
stuff done.
I get it. And, I mean, there is a lot of stuff. You get a routine like anything. And,
Sure.
And anymore, I've kind of got it down pat to where I know. And I'm a routine guy. My whole day is routines. It's just, normally in the mornings I'll say my day's routine. You never know what my day's going to happen later. But
Yeah, come 8:10.
But I can tell you where I'm at on getting things set up, what time it is, without even looking at the clock. I just know this is the time I do this.
This is where I'm at at this time of my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
And it's a good thing to have. Organization, well, really, organization and a routine is a good thing to have, to be able to, so you don't miss things.
True. And that's my whole thing. I like and that for that reason.
Yeah.
I love routine because I know I'm not going to miss things. If something gets, like somebody comes in, I'll help you do this. It's like, all right, I still got to walk through like I'm doing it, because if not, I'm going to lose something else.
That's right, because I'm going to have to go back and check on you anyway. So
Yeah, I know you're trying to help, but
is it really?
Yeah, it's really going to mess
Does it
me
really
up.
help?
But yeah, I've had that happen, and I actually go behind them, and I'm not necessarily doing it because they already did it.
Yeah.
But I got to walk through those steps so that routine.
You got to
still
feel, that it was done.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to do. But it is good,
If not, I will forget something. I mean, that's why I like routines.
And you had that when the kids when you were with the wrestlers and things like that. You have to work like that.
Yep.
To keep up with things, to make sure that things are done.
Yes.
Because it's too easy to let things slip through the cracks.
And sometimes by the time you realize it, it's almost too late. It's like, oh, crud, this, and then you're already somewhere else. Or, especially like on some of the football games where you travel and stuff like that, if you forget something, and you got to kind of get that routine.
You can't run down to the corner hardware store and pick up that type of cable.
No.
For
No, you're just in trouble or getting on the phone, finding out is anybody else coming that hasn't
who's
left
behind
yet.
me?
Yeah,
who's behind? Who
exactly.
hasn't left yet? That's right.
We've done that.
Yeah?
We've done that.
I'm sure.
It's happened. So we try to go through everything with fine-tooth comb and, like I say, trying to get in those routines. It's the first games are the toughest because in your mind, you're always thinking, oh, man, did I forget this? Did I forget this? But then once you get going, everything's
Well,
good.
because you haven't done it for a few months.
Yeah.
And because of that, so now you need to get your routine built again. And things change. Locations change, different stadiums.
Yeah.
All those things come into view. And those are the things that we run into in our daily lives.
Sure.
Sure. Of routines and things that we do every day, things that we expect, that we think others are going to do, and who may not be in the same routine. And sometimes we get surprised, and people come in early,
I know.
and it just threw us all off.
Man, threw my game off now.
Yeah. That's good.
She's here early.
That's right. That's good. See, that shows a little dedication. That's what we're looking for, a little dedication that this is really what you want to do.
There you go. So how have you been? It's been a little bit since
It's
we
been
had you
good.
in.
I'm good. I mean, thank God for the weather.
Yeah.
That it broke a little bit. If we could get a little rain, which is supposed to be coming.
Yeah.
And but to have the change in temperature, to walk out with the dog this morning, it was like, oh yeah, this is much better. It's tough when you start the day at 75. Well, it's not going to be pretty.
And my RACs and everything are programmed here to come on a little bit before we get here and stuff like that. So normally it's like pumping when I get here, trying to cool this place down. I walk in and there was like no AC running. I'm like,
uh-oh.
It had already cooled it down. And I'm like, holy cow, that usually doesn't happen.
Yeah.
No,
I see that we get the roof fixed here. We're not leaking.
Well, we're not completely patched. We were still waiting for it to dry out.
Oh, okay.
So
that's okay.
So we're getting there.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, enough about us. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's bring it.
We're going to start the morning, as we always do. We'll start with the morning prayer from Hospice of the Ozarks. They're at 870-405. Where am I at here?
870-508-1771.
Oh, okay. It should be.
You were close.
I thought it was on there, but it's not on there. They take care of all your needs as so many places do around here, not necessarily hospice work, but all the number of service-related people that we have here in this area that are here to help other people, that are here to help make your life better and a little easier. There just can't be enough said about those the people that have come from other places that bring those skills and bring that dedication, and to realize that it's a new life that they're taking on when they come here and they want to give back. And God bless them.
We talk about the importance of customer service, but when they're dealing with your life, that is like vitally important. And Hospice House got that down pat.
Yep.
They really
dealing with
did.
your life, with their life, with
yes.
With the person who's in there. It's a big circle.
And they're there for your whole family, not just the patient, not just the person. They're there for anybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you need a little respite to just get out of the house for a little bit, give them a call, and they will be there to help you out. We'll start the morning prayer. Holy Father, we thank you for your blessings, your goodness, your kindness that you have bestowed upon us. We thank you for the change in weather. We certainly need that. A little rain would be a great addition to that and help us have a fall, because the way it is right now, it looks like those leaves are just going to literally fall without changing colors. And if we can get a little of your rain and your blessing on them and help to liven the area back up again, that would be a true blessing. We say a prayer. We pray for our warriors. We pray for those men and women at the tip of the spear. We pray for those who guard us and guard our liberties. Help us to acknowledge them and acknowledge you and your presence in our life. Bring us your guidance, your peace, your grace. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks.
870-508-1771.
See? Teamwork makes the dream work.
There
we
you
go. We'll be back in a minute. We'll take a little break here and a little commercial from the Z Team.
Be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person, who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
We're back here on the morning show, here on XL7-TV. With the weather, the pollen count, dam reports, and it's brought to you by the Z Team. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East. I'm going to put tags on everything now. Make sure that all gets done. We are here to help you with all your real estate needs. If you have any questions, give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. You can go on our website, retiredarkansas.net. You can see this picture.
That's a new camera.
With the new camera. Boy, that really is sharp.
It's amazing.
Good job, boys. Good job.
I may have to tilt it down just a little bit because I can't see the weather rock.
Yeah, I was okay. Maybe that's what's missing, because it just seems like doesn't seem like we're as wide as we were. and I don't know what that is.
And
But boy, you can really see like that church that's right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
The little bronze roof church there. That's the witch's hat sticking up in the background there. You can see how high that river is by how high Big Spring is behind it.
Yeah.
You can really tell. Boats will be starting to run. It looks like a beautiful, beautiful day here in the Ozarks. I'll start to run through the temperatures. Scooter can run through some pictures there. Oh, boy, that is cool. Currently in Mountain Home, it's 56. Big difference from yesterday, kids. Harrison is 53. Batesville's 54. Yellville, Marshall, and Salem are all at 54. It's 55 in Mountain View. Calico Rock is 55. West Plains, Missouri is 50 degrees. Springfield, Missouri is 55. Poplar Bluff is 51. St. Louis is still 64. Probably not right, I bet. As we go through here, let me pop this and get this refreshed. Come on.
Look at that bridge. That looks pretty cool.
That water's still moving, brother.
Oh, it's pumping.
It's still moving. I mean, you'll be able to see a month or so when they stop running, you'll see how white the bottom of those pillars are there from the water cleaning them over all these. And it's been months that the water's been running that high. Pretty cool.
All right, take a look at radar.
We're looking at the radar, local radar. We got nothing. And as I back out here, there's some weather here in Oklahoma, and I think that's the rain that they're predicting to come here later today and tomorrow. And probably this one up here in Kansas, this is probably going to be the bigger one, I think, more for us, because has a tendency to move west to east.
Yep.
And so we'll see when that gets here. We'll have a little rain. That'll be good. And we hope that the rain just comes down nice and easy for a little while and not all nutsy. Watches and warnings, we got nothing. There's one little warning here in Oklahoma for a flood warning. That's because of that rain that's sitting out there. 7-day forecast. Today, high's going to be 82 degrees. Oh, great. We're working.
Oh my gosh, look at tomorrow. Oh, when we get there. Okay.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Tonight's 59. Tomorrow, 67 with heavy rain.
And that's a high.
That's the high. Yeah, it'll be like a jacket day. Well, it's okay. It'll be raining, so you won't feel so bad when you put your raincoat on.
There you go.
Tomorrow night, 57 with a chance of showers. Slight chance of showers on Friday with 77. Beautiful. Friday night, 57. Campfire weather. Saturday, up to 81. We're having a heat wave. 81 will be great. Saturday night, 56. And Sunday, 82 and sunny. A great holiday weekend coming up for the Labor Day weekend. And that's going to be a wonderful weekend. Campers are going to be very happy. Tree pollen, none today, tomorrow, Friday. Grass is low today and none tomorrow or Friday. Ragweed, high today, low tomorrow, and moderate on Friday. Part of the none is because it's going to be raining, and that'll knock everything out of the air. Lake Norfolk is at 559.59, I was right, which is 7.5 feet above pool level. It seems to be they've been dropping Norfolk down.
They have not updated since Monday, but I imagine they're still running.
That's probably running that one. Both Shoals is at 668.86. They're just short of 10 feet above pool. Excuse me. You can see the difference. You can start to see the ring around the collar, as I call it, as you go by, and you can see the brown shoreline that's been
there.
Underwater.
You go.
So you can see that, but then you can see how much water is coming down here. I don't know how much they're generating, but they're probably at least seven, the way that's still coming out. I have no idea of how many gazillions of gallons of water have come out of there in the past. Well, it's been a month and a half. It's got to be. It's at least 6 weeks they've been running that heavy. So that's the water levels, the pollen count, the forecast. I got all the weather done. Brought to you by the Z Team. Give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793, and we can help you with whatever it is that you need done. We can help you. What we can't help you with, we can guide you in the right direction. Don't need to know everything, but we do know where to get it. take another break here, and we'll be back with local happenings right
Be
here.
right back.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When you're out of...
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
And we're back here on the morning show here on XL7, myself and Scooter, and it's time for community events brought to you by Ozark Farm and Lawn, 870-425-3434. The dealership that deals, that's their logo, and they are amazing. When you go there, you drive by, even if you're not, like I don't farm, I know
I get it.
Concepts and stuff, but you go by there and you see all that equipment and stuff, and it's just like, you want to be a little kid again, playing out in the yard, with your track, with little push things, toys and things like that, and moving dirt and sand around and building forts for the troops and things. But,
like
but
you
that's
said,
what you think.
even if you're not into that stuff, when you drive by, it's impressive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, to see all that big equipment and so much of it from one end to the other.
Yeah. And realize that that's truly what keeps America moving.
Yeah,
is all the stuff that's in that yard.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that keeps us moving.
I agree with that.
And, for all the farmers and all the workers, all the foresters, the guys who are involved in forestry and cutting down trees and knocking trees over and bulldozing and cutting roads in and things like that. They're there for everything. They got the agriculture and the construction equipment now.
Yes.
That just is there to help make your life easier. And if you got a little plot of land and you want to kind of try stuff out, you're saying, I could do that. Well, you just have at it. You go right there to Ozark Farm and Lawn, and they will help you get to where it is you want to be. It's a great, great place.
It's just amazing me the amount of inventory they keep. And, you know, if you're looking for just this strong, tough, basic tractor that just you beat on every day, they have it. Or if you're wanting this high technology, I need this and that, some of them tractors, some of them construction equipment I got in, I mean, they got full computerized things.
Oh, yeah,
in
they
there,
get in and
like,
say, I want to go down this road for this far
my
and this.
goodness.
And that. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's
but
changed.
either what you're looking for, they have it.
Yeah. And if you don't know what you're looking for, but you can say, this is what I want to do. You may not know that you need a Kubota 2752.
Yeah.
Or you may think you need that, and they're going to, no. You want to see this one right here. This is the one that you want over here. They're going to help you with that. They're going to help put you in the right product because they want you to be happy. And we're happy that they sponsor community news and events. Sit to be Fit, brought to you by Mountain Home Parks and Recreation. Starts September 2nd, next week, and it goes through October 3rd. The fee is $20. Looking for a fun way to get active this fall? Join Sit and Be Fit program. It's like water aerobics on a chair. It's going to be from noon to 1 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's, like I say, Mountain Home Park and Recreation. Military First Responder Appreciation Night is September 5th at Bomber Stadium. They're playing the Goblins. Game is at 7 o'clock, but there's dinner for military and first responders, and you can bring one guest. The date line was last week, but you could call her and see what she says. You can submit a photo for the halftime slideshow at vaco@yahoo.com. And there's free T-shirts for military and first responders, or you can purchase one because those were due by the 22nd also, so we should probably quit doing this one. But you could contact the high school. You can contact Aubrey at 740-288-5317. Go Bombers. Ladies of the community are invited to Ladies' Day, Saturday, September 6th at Mountain Home Church of Christ, located at the corner of College and North Street at Mountain Home. Lori Ann Wood is a speaker. She's the author of the book, Divine Detour. The path you never choose can lead to the faith you've always wanted. Registration begins at 8:30. Program starts at 9 and concludes at noon with lunch being served. All ladies are welcome, and there is no contact information on here at all. So you could probably call the Mountain Home Church of Christ and see what else you need to know if you're interested in that. Baxter County Fair starts September 9th to the 13th. There's rides, there's attractions, there's different, there's beauty pageants, there's art. Go into the thing and they got all the art that the kids do. They have plant. There's a ton. It's an old
The amount of
town,
vendors
it's
they
small
have is
town,
just-
small county, county fair. It's
I,
great.
I go every year, and my kids are grown up now. They're not into all the rides and stuff like that, but I go to walk through, talk to the vendors, and see everything. I love it.
Yeah, to walk down the Midway and they're all barking.
Yeah.
Hey, 3 balls for $1, and you throw them and you have a good time. And everything's like these at the Baxter County Fairground. They've also got lawnmower races on Friday, September 13th at the Saddle Club Arena, and there's a truck pull on Friday the 5th. It's also at the fairgrounds over in the area on the side over there. It's just a great small town America. For those of you who've just come here over the past year or two, this is the reason that you came here, is to be involved in small town America.
One of the funny things to go to is the lawnmower races.
Lawnmowers are they're pretty cool.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
These little lawnmowers racing around the track.
They
That's pretty
scream,
neat.
though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they're quick.
Yep. Let's see. Talk Saves Lives, an introduction to suicide prevention, is the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention's flagship suicide prevention education program that provides participants with an understanding of suicides as a leading cause of death, including most up-to-date research on prevention and what can be done to communicate in communities to save lives. Please join us in supporting this very important cause, sponsored by Baxter Health Behavioral Health. Thursday, September 11th, good date for that, at 6 p.m. It's in Dunbar Auditorium in Mountain Home High School. For more information, contact Jamie Leach at 870-508-6465 or jleach@baxterregional.org. Very important program. Dan Hall and all the people that got together to help get the veterans going with that, and very successful in the way they've helped to turn the corner on some of that, and that's not as it was. Paul Bunyan Breakfast, Knights of Columbus, over at St. Peter's Church, is Saturday, September 13th. $9 for adults, $4 for children under 12, and under 5 eat free. That's at the St. Peter's Church at 249 Dyer Street. Scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee and juice. They bring it to your table. They serve it on a real plate. Pretty cool. They'll bring you more coffee. They'll bring you more juice, whatever you want. They'll bring you more eggs. They'll bring you, I just want pancakes, whatever you want.
It's all for a great price.
And it goes for a great cause. The charities that these gentlemen from the Knights are involved in are endless. And if they think they've run out, they'll find another one to help give back to the community. And then one more, it's on September 13th. There's a 5K run at McCabe Park at ASU Mountain Home. All proceeds go towards the suicide prevention and awareness. For more information, you can contact Baxter Health Behavioral Unit, or you can call 870-580-5588. And I'm going to put that with this so that they go together next time. Baxter Health and Ascend is sponsors for that. U.S. Veteran Outreach, you are not alone. So quick 5K run, make a couple bucks, and help the veterans there.
All right.
That's enough. We're going to be back with a guest in a minute. And thanks for staying with us here on the morning show here on XL7. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors to keep the doors open.
Be right back. When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's a liquidation closeout at Sleep Mart. All 2024 Flex Steel recliners now 50 to 70% off retail. Plus, Sleep Mart will pay the tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart for the liquidation closeout today at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
And we're back here on the morning show. I'm sitting here this morning with Peggy Moody. She's here from the Hill and Hollow Quilters Guild. You've probably seen their stuff around town. They've got a couple events, big events that are coming up. There's a big event on September from the 8th to the 29th.
First, actually, because it's actually the 1st through the 29th. This is wrong.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll fix that.
Yeah. Sorry.
There's a reception Thursday, September 11th. Is that still a good
That's
day?
good,
From 4 to 6. And that's at the exhibition at the Shed Gallery.
At the Shed Gallery, yeah, on the
So
campus.
up on the second floor
Yep,
up there where they,
yep.
where they put everything up there. Cool. And so you'll have these wonderful, these are all handmade.
Machine sewn, but yeah,
Okay.
I mean, they're handmade because you have to use a machine to
Because you
sew
got to
them
get them. Well, you
together.
got to get them that far so you can get
Exactly.
it to the machine.
Exactly.
So the machine may do some of the interior stitching, but
Yeah.
not.
Partly what this particular exhibit is about is to showcase basically our two guilds working to give quilts to the community. So we're actually having an exhibit of community quilts. So all of the ones that are going to be displayed will all be given away. And that's part of the mission of both of our guilds. So I'm representing today Country Quilters from Salem, and then Hill and Hollow, as I'm a member of Hill and Hollow
Okay.
Guild here in Mountain Home.
And that's what it is. It's a guild.
It's a guild, yeah, Quilters Guild. And
Okay.
so there's 75 in our guild, and I think there's 70 in
Wow.
in their guild. And what we did is we're collaborating this year so that so that we can do our quilt show in October, but we wanted to do this exhibit of just sort of displaying what the mission is of our guilds. Is that we're very, very community oriented to give back.
And how will you decide who's going to get these guilds? After the display, who's going to get them?
Well, okay. So that's a decision made by the chair of the community quilts,
Okay.
that's in the guild. And basically, smaller quilts go to like the nursery at the hospital, so that like they'll get baby quilts. Larger quilts, like this is a little bit of a larger one, it would go to places like Hospice of the Ozarks, Hospice House, or Serenity, like when women are in need of quilts because they're no longer with their families, then they can get quilts for their upcoming home or wherever they're going to live next.
And who makes the quilts for the veterans?
There are a number of groups. We make veterans quilts, and in fact, last year our challenge was no vet left behind, and so all the guild members made quilts that. Then we kind of compete, like what can we do that will be slightly different and unique and more beautiful or just whatever. And so we did that. And then all of those quilts so they were challenge quilts, but they all got given away.
Yeah, because I was with some people, and a friend of mine, he mentioned that he had gotten one.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah. There are veterans organizations. There's a Quilts of Valor organization that makes quilts specifically for veterans.
Okay. Is that like a nationwide thing? Or?
Yeah. It's a group that, and then they do a whole performance too. That when you get a quilt from them, they come in and they do a presentation. It's really special. My father got one too from them.
I was at one. It wasn't at his, but I was at another
and
one.
they talk about the veterans' record, like a little bit of their background. So they do research in order to do the presentation.
recognition.
Yeah, it's really nice. So anyway, that's what we're up to, is we're going to do this, and all of the quilts that you'll see there are going to be donated. So the quilts at our quilt show in the end of October, they're going to be judged, and then it depends on, the person who's submitting them for recognition. Basically, they'll either keep them or they'll donate them or sell them or whatever. But it's like two different kinds of shows, two different ways of showing quilt.
Because this is an expensive hobby.
It is. It is. It's like some people when they go into a bookstore, it's like, don't get me started. I can buy books and magazines, but it's the same for fabric for me.
Yeah.
I go in.
So the husband goes into the gun store,
Yeah.
well, you're in the fabric store, and you
Exactly.
both spend as much money.
Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. So, because there's so much that goes with it. And it tends to be right now an older people's hobby.
Yeah.
Like, we just don't have enough younger people. That would be like my plea. Young people, we need you.
Sure.
Come to our guild. We both of our guilds have meetings, and I don't have their meeting date, but ours is the second Friday of the month. At the Christian Church of Mountain Home.
So somebody could contact you over
Yep,
there and say,
yeah. And we have a website, and I think you'll probably have our website listed up there, or I can give it. It's at the bottom here, the www.hillandhollowquilters.com.
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. For the show.
Yeah.
So maybe the younger generation just doesn't appreciate the amount of work and the amount of time. These quilts had been around since how many? When I asked you, do you have a little knowledge of history?
Women and men have been quilting for centuries, basically. It really goes way, way back. What I loved is I lived in Hawaii, and I think we've talked about this before when I've been on. In their Hawaiian quilting, that's what this one is. And it's sort of like a snowflake where it gets put down and then you hand sew.
Well, it's kind of like the pineapples.
Yeah, these are pineapples.
Yeah, okay.
So you hand sew the fabrics to the background fabric, and then this one is hand quilted. And so when I lived there, their traditions are different than the traditions here. But when I moved here, I was like, okay, I've done hand quilting. I want to learn how to do pieced quilting here. So when I moved to the Midwest, so I've been here like 14 years in Arkansas, and but what I loved about the Midwest is there's so many quilt guilds, so many gatherings, so many quilt bees. Some people call them bees.
Yeah.
I belong to two subgroups, and so I'm an appliquer, so I belong to applique, a group that meets at Mountain Home at the library once on the first Monday of the month. But then I also belong to a mod squad, and the mod squad does modern quilts, and I don't know if I have a sample of a modern quilt here. Anyway, it has like more negative space, meaning the background, there's more space for doing the quilting, so you can actually see the quilting stitches.
Because that's actually the quilting is the stitches.
That's the stitches that hold the three layers together. So there's a backing, there's batting, it's like a wool or cotton that's in the middle.
Some sort of material in the middle.
To make it fluffy. And then you have the top that you've pieced together one way or another. So you can hand piece the pieces or you can machine piece the pieces, and then you put them all together to make a top. So there's 3 layers to a quilt.
So all of these little pieces, like in this one, there's a lot of
this is a
pieces on
scrappy.
here.
Yeah.
So this is how it all started.
Yeah, just basically reusing like clothing and, and it was pragmatically done. Like, we don't want to throw things away.
Right.
So how can we
you're right.
reuse them? But we also needed them. We needed them for our beds. Some people make clothing out of quilts, like they'll make a jacket or something, So, it's a wonderful art. And I mean, probably one of the key things for young people to know is if you want to come and hear stories, that's what people do when they're quilting. They tell stories. And so not only do you learn a craft or a quilt or a skill, but you get to hear about the person who's teaching you. And that's kind of neat.
And that's how history gets.
And it's a slower way of doing things too. It's a community. And so not only is it slower, but it allows you to really have, in our group, like we give back. So we do these with this generosity. So our exhibit is called Generosity Stitched in Time. So that's what we're doing, and those are our community quilts. Our donation quilts. And we've done them for other different events, like when there's been hurricanes or tornadoes or other kind of catastrophes, then we've given quilts away. I'm trying to think of some of the ones. So like we did face masks during COVID. We did them and the masks or the hats for the hospital. We've done book bags for the Literacy Council here in Baxter. We've done tote bags. That was for the Literacy Council. We did 2 auctions where we made foundational, so bras for a cause was basically it. And then we like decorated them all up, and we did it with boxers. So we did one for men's awareness cancer and one for women's awareness cancer. And then they were auctioned, and so people came and they bid on them, and we, the money that we earned, we gave to them. So that's the great thing about quilting is it brings you together. You have a sense of purpose. You want to educate each other. You want to gather together, and then what we also do is we give things away. Yeah. And it's expensive, like we mentioned.
Oh yeah.
So when we're giving this gift of a quilt to an organization or a new mother at the hospital, the nurseries, it's really special.
Sure. So this was actually like early Facebook, when the girls would sit around and tell stories and bring stories from other places and bring it into the group and say, I didn't know that.
Yep, exactly. So it's a pretty wonderful
thing. So
the
social aspect of it.
Yep.
It's not just making this quilt.
Right.
It's the camaraderie that you
Exactly.
build.
There's a lot of solitary parts of quilting too, because like if I'm sitting at home putting all of these patches together, I am sitting alone most of the time. But then we have times like a retreat where we'll get together and we'll sew together. And then we're like, I'm working on my project, but you're working on yours. And so it's great. I really love it.
I can tell. That's good. That's good. We need that enthusiasm.
Yeah. So, what I want to share about this particular quilt, and this quilt will probably go to Hospice of the Ozarks.
Okay.
And it is a quilt that a friend of mine made, and then she passed away. And so she made these blocks, and they were basically they're kind of orphaned because they didn't get to come together into a top.
She had to finish it off.
Yeah. So I then took all of the blocks and I laid them on the floor or on a design wall, and I decided how to put it together. So it's like the two of us made this quilt.
The collaboration of the two of you.
And then I had another friend, because I don't do machine quilting, so she did the quilting on it. So it's like 3 people went into this particular quilt. And so
that's great.
That's a story too. You know, like we also have an event at our guild meetings. Every quilt tells a story, and so members will get up. Sometimes it'll be an antique quilt from a grandparent or whatever, but it has a story, and then people will tell how it was made and what it meant to the family or whoever got that quilt. And so. Yeah, so this is really meaningful for me because I really love this woman who made the blocks, and I miss her, and that was another way to kind of celebrate her.
And it's a way to carry on her legacy of what she did.
And it got done, so it didn't go into the trash.
Right. They weren't just scraps sitting there going, what's this?
Exactly. So, and I'm kind of known in the group as sort of the adopter of orphan blocks. So when people kind of find things, they're like, Peggy will want these,
Give it to Peggy. She knows everything.
No, I don't know everything, but I like to play.
She knows how to use it.
I like to play with things. Yeah.
Right.
So, this is a modern one. I actually did bring a modern one. If you wanna,
okay. We'll tell you what we'll do. We'll take a break in a minute here, and then
we'll come back and show.
We'll switch these out, and we'll show the different ones, and we'll talk about the second event that's involved in this, and see if we can bring you some more quilters.
Okay, great.
The morning show here on XL7. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
Folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, then head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors to choose from, like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located at 1525 North Main Street in Harrison, right across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental, or in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, because you're on your way to paradise.
Sleep Mart's liquidation closeout is on. All 2024 mattresses are 50 to 70% off retail, and we're paying the sales tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home for the liquidation closeout today. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass.
And we're back on the morning show here. I'm here with Peggy Moody from Hill and Holler Quilters Guild. We have an example of a different type of quilt here. And that's going to kind of go into the other part of what we wanted to talk about. We wanted to talk about Autumn in the Ozarks Quilt Show, and that's on Friday and Saturday, October 24th and 25th, and that's at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. Admission is $7, children under 12 free. There'll be more than 300 quilts, vendors, country store, raffle quilts, games, a whole bunch of stuff. There'll be an appraiser there, so if you have a quilt that you got from your grandmother or something like that, and you know it's been sitting there, and you go, this has got to be worth something.
Yeah, and it's good for insurance purposes. And
yeah, because it's hard to replace those. You can't get that type of material and that type of the type of stitching and stuff that they did then is different than what we're doing.
This is more than a blanket from Walmart.
Yeah, exactly. And the amount of work that goes in. And this is wool.
This one is wool.
This is a nice blanket.
Yeah, this is the first wool one I've ever done. Now this part in here is cotton. I took a modern quilt class, and what we're trying to do is do a block, and some of you who might be quilters will recognize this is the tumbler, this block, so that the two parts of these two are supposed to be like together. But when you do modern quilting, you sort of go, oh, I'm going to wonk it. I'm going to make it a little bit more wonky. It's going to be like different sizes, so there's a bigger one, there's smaller ones.
Like modern art.
It's like modern art, yeah. And so I had fun. This was the very first block that I did in that class. And so anyway, but then I had all this wool that was matching this fabric. I went, I'll play around with this wool for the first time. And then even in these are tumblers that are even in the borders here that I was, doing. So yeah, so somebody's going to get a nice wool one. And this one might go to a veteran,
Yeah.
So, and then this one over here, if we get the camera over here, I don't know.
Oh.
This is another kind of a modern quilt in that I was just improvising with these blocks. So like this block right here, I just took pieces of fabric and then I just kept kind of going around and around like a log cabin, and then but using just really fun, colorful blocks. So this one would probably go to a child, like a children's quilt.
Could be a good size for a child.
Yeah. And so, it's just about what you want to do. You have a design wall, and then you put it up there, and you just go, But during the break, we were talking about like more traditional quilts that you get that were inherited, and those are just fantastic. And so those are traditional blocks sewn together, sometimes by hand. And in olden days, it
was all by hand.
It was all by hand, basically.
Sure.
Well, there were treadle machines, so you could have a machine that was an older sewing machine that would, machine stitch the different layers together. But most of it was hand done. And so when you find one like that could be appraised, like at our quilt show, it'll just show you what the treasure is, and that they hold together is really also amazing. So, yeah. So, Anyway, the quilt show is going to be it's going to be judged this year. We do it every other year, every odd year.
Okay.
And this year, 2 years ago, we decided to do just a viewer's choice kind of thing. But this year, we're going to get the judge back, and so that way, when you see these
It didn't
quilts,
work out what the people wanted and what the judges see are two different things.
yeah, well, judges are trained. They've taken schooling and all kinds of stuff. So when they're looking at things, I mean, they might look at the edging and see if this is straight, to see if the corners are 90 degrees, and what the colors were that you chose, and that kind of stuff.
But the average person walking through may really go, I really like the design.
Yeah,
and that's
they'll
all
like
they
the
see. They're
design,
not as worried about
or they'll like the colors.
Colors,
Usually
yeah.
it's colors. It's like
Okay.
oh, I like that one better than this one. So. But a judge will look at it, and the best part about for the person who enters a quilt is that you get feedback about like what you could improve, but also a celebration of what you did well.
Yeah.
And so that's really nice. Well, so we're collaborating with Country Quilters in Salem.
Mm-hmm.
Our guilds are coming together for this show, and they haven't done a show before. So we're sort of mentoring them to some extent, but they are shy. They're like, no, my quilts aren't good enough. We're like, no, yes, they are. They're good. So, and then again, they may feel that because of a judge. But if if it was for the public looking at it and going, wow, that's just really nice, it is such a good feeling. So Country Quilters, get your quilts in.
Yeah, because that'll be a positive affirmation, because nobody's
Yes.
going to go up and go, well,
No.
that looks, they're going to come by and they're going to say, wow.
Yeah, they are. They're going to appreciate it.
Sure.
It's going to and the whole show is really inspiring. I mean, when you go through all of the different, compartments of the quilt show, I mean, it's just really neat. So, and the fun thing for kids and families is we do have games, and one of the favorite games of the past and that we're going to continue is Find That Quilt. And so as a photographer, I go around and I take a picture of a small part of the quilt, and then we have a bunch of pictures on a page, and they have to go around and find which quilt that particular little snippet is from.
Okay.
And it's challenging.
Where's Waldo?
Where's what? Exactly. So it's a fun time. We have some demonstrations that we're going to have where people will teach a little bit of skills.
Yeah.
So anybody
Yeah.
that might be like younger and wants to learn something, we'll have that. We're going to have vendors. So these are people that have the stores that will come and bring their wares. We're going to have our country store, which is our members who make little odds and ends things come. And so that'll
I've
be
seen like little dolls and
little
stuff like
dolls,
that, little stuffed dolls and things,
Yep.
that seem very simple, that I'm sure are very intricate and expensive to do.
Yeah.
But it's one of those, it's a country thing that you see, and that was what the kids had
Exactly.
back in the day.
So so there'll be a country store, and a lot of people like that because they would like to see what members have made. And so that's one. We will have food, and it's going to be provided by Clark Ridge Fire Department.
Yes, indeed.
So that'll be great, and that'll be new for us to have that happening. It's going to be great fun. It's only 2 days, whereas the exhibit is running the entire month of September.
Well, because that's a little different environment too.
Yes, it's more artsy in some ways, but
it is.
Yeah, even though it's like community quilts, which a lot of times people say, well, I wouldn't put a community quilt in to be judged, and we're like, why not? But they would maybe feel this is for the community, and I didn't put in the expertise, but that's not really true either. It's like they made a good quilt and they're donating
I'm not
it.
going to come through and look at the corners.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to look at the whole picture and look at that one and look and go through and see the work and see the putting all these pieces together. The stuff that gets machine done, that's different.
Yeah.
But laying the layouts and things like that, that's the important part.
Yeah. And what's good for somebody like me, I've been in the guild for 12 years now, I guess, and when I enter something and I know somebody who's like, I feel way better than me, I mean, it's just like it ups your game. You think, wow, I would love to have a quilt that's like that person can do, and that's, what we hope with Country Quilters. We're hoping that they're going to come in because their quilts are excellent. So come in and then learn from the people whom you go, wow, that quilt's amazing.
And that's going to be part of the way you're trying to get a youth movement in there, to let them know that, I didn't do this on day one.
Exactly.
I started simple little things.
Yep.
made my mistakes. You learned from them. You learned the other people here in the guild are going to help you. We're not here to say, no, this is all mine.
Right.
We're here to help each other.
Yeah. And I learned the most from mistakes. I really did. When I
We
first
all do,
was
man.
learning to do that
We all do.
from Hawaii, when I was learning Hawaiian quilting, I just kept making mistakes. Like I would the needle would go in between the layers and I'd lose it. I'd be like, oh no, how do I get the needle back out again? You know, that kind of just silly things. But or I would, something wouldn't attach right, or it would buckle, or puff up, or something.
Yeah.
And then the in Hawaii they call it the kumu, the teacher, she would show me, and I would just go, wow, and then hold it to today. You know, I mean, that's what's so powerful.
That's a
about
lesson learned,
teaching.
and you go from there.
Exactly.
We build on that.
Yeah. So it'll be fun. It'll be inspiring for everybody, whether you're a quilter or not. And some of my PR that I'm trying to do for the show is, if you're a fisherman or you're a hunter, come on down. Your wife may want to go to the show while you fish, or your wife may want to fish while you go to the show, because there's no discrimination. We have four men in our guild. So,
good.
So there are men quilters. And, so it's going to be really great.
So this is good. So the display.
Yeah, the
at
exhibit.
The shed,
we'll call that the exhibit.
The exhibit.
And this is the show.
It starts September 1st, which is
first Monday. Yep.
And that'll go. That's all month. It goes to the 29th.
Yeah, Monday
the
29th.
It's in the shed. There's a reception on September 11th. I'm sure that'll be a little bigger to do than just.
Yeah,
walking
it's a
through.
gathering of, I'm hoping that the organizations that we donate to will show up. So like people from Hospice or people from Gamma House or
Do they
Serenity
know?
House. Yes.
They got to know.
No, well, you're helping them know, and
Well,
we've
that's
invited them,
good.
like people from the hospital and all that. So we're just hoping that will be the gathering and there'll be cookies and punch, but that'll be the gathering that you
Makes
can
that
come
easy.
and look. Yeah, you can come and look at the quilts, or come any other day.
You can come any other day if you're just
any other
going
day.
through. There's
Yeah.
always people walking through there.
Yeah.
Especially in that art exhibit area, because
Yes.
that's constantly changing.
Yes.
Of what's
Yes.
in there.
Yeah.
So that's in September, and then we'll hold on to this one till October.
Yeah, and I'll come back on my birthday.
That's going to be for
September
the
30th.
display at the Baxter Fairgrounds
Yep.
on October 24th and 25th. That's a Friday, Saturday from 9 to 5, Sundays 9 to 4. There is a small admission fee of $7.
No Sunday.
No Sunday. Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
I'm
Friday,
sorry.
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday's still 4. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. My bad.
That's good.
And that's both from Hill and Holler Quilters Guild and Country Quilters Guild.
In Salem.
Out of Salem.
Yeah.
And this is fascinating.
So another kind of community effort is that our two guilds are coming together.
There you go.
Yeah. And so I have them helping me with PR and, helping with making the ribbons. And, I mean, it's a lot of work to put a show on.
Oh, sure.
And to put an exhibit on, too. So we're going to hang the exhibit this Friday, the 29th. And but it will be open on the 1st, Monday. Yeah.
Good.
So I'm excited.
So, and in the camaraderie that you ladies build and take with you and take to other places as you come and go from the different communities that you live in, and that's priceless.
Yes.
And the four guys.
Yes, and the four guys.
But that camaraderie is just so important.
Yeah, I think
it's
so.
good that's done for the community, the different places that you donate the quilts to,
Yeah.
the different organizations, and
Yeah.
the joy and the smiles that you put on people's
Oh,
faces
man.
when you pass them out. It's got to be great.
It is. It's fantastic. And it's good for the maker of the quilt as well as the receiver of the quilt.
Oh, yeah, it always goes on both sides. Sure,
Oh,
definitely.
it's
definitely.
fantastic. And, it takes you out of your own little bubble of, like, I do this by myself. Now it's like, no, I don't do this by myself. I do this for others.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a good
You
thing.
may do
Good
some of the
mission.
work by yourself, but you're
Yeah.
right, it's for.
It's a good mission.
It is, yeah. So, again, Hill and Holler Quilters, if they wanted to get more information,
Yeah, our website, I help run the website. It's at www.hillandhollowquilters.com. And it's just an N, Hill,
Hill
a little
and Hollow.
N,
Yeah.
Hollow, yeah.
Hollow.
Yeah.
Quilters.com. And if you have any questions, you can go on there, take a look.
Our website has a tab for the quilt show, so you can go and look there.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and if you want to enter a quilt, we have until September the 12th, what did I say? It's our guild meeting, the second Friday of the month. That's going to be the last date that anybody from the community can enter a quilt for the show.
Great. Thanks for joining us here on the morning show. Thanks, Peggy and the Quilters.
Okay.
We'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday. Thanks for watching us here on XL7.